Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I would like to share with you my opinion as to why Payne Hustlers that's currently running on Netflix failed, where The Wolf of Wall Street and the Dallas Buyers Club succeeded. Before I go into the review, I gotta admit that it's been a while since I watched anything released by Netflix. I cancelled my subscription quite a while ago when I realized that I hadn't liked a single new release on the platform. I think the Cowboy Bebop real-life sci-fi release back in 2021 was the final straw. Not only the quality of the releases seemed to be getting lower, but it also started to look like the series and movies were made first and foremost to comply with certain social and political agenda, rather than any educational or entertainment factor at all. It seemed that instead of coming up with novel or interesting ideas and stories, the showrunners and the movie makers would instead acquire something well-known or established, twist it to fit their poorly formulated narrative and simply spit it out on the screens. But I digress, this is not a review of Netflix, this is a movie review. So why does Payne Hustlers fail where the likes of the Dallas Buyers Club or the Wolf of Wall Street succeed? The answer is actually quite simple, because it's boring. Payne Hustlers doesn't only portray a relatively boring story of drug rap money hustlers, it also fails completely to wrap that story in any sort of entertainment wrapper. The core idea behind all three movies is pretty much exactly the same, the unapologetic pursuit of happiness that is represented as money. If you take away the massively entertaining DiCaprio's depiction of Jordan Belfort, his immediate circle and their absolutely wild parties, The Wolf of Wall Street is just another boring scam story. While at the same time, if you take away the stunning shock factor of Matthew McConaughey's appearance and the overall art-housey feel of the Dallas Buyers Club, you simply have another self-proclaimed Robin Hood drug dealer story. Those movies succeeded as movies because the entertainment wrapper over their stories was so good and well done. The story and the message was just a cherry on top, if even. Payne Hustlers doesn't have any of it. I liked Emily Blunt in The Edge of Tomorrow or The Quiet Place, but she completely fails to carry this movie on her shoulders. Her character mostly makes no sense. She seems to believe in herself and her dreams, yet we see none of the reasons as to why, what those dreams are, or barely do we see any of the struggle. And her inability to drop the British accent makes her sound quite ridiculous in some scenes. Chris Evans and his character play a big role in this film, but are nonetheless even more shallow. We don't know his motivation or struggles, we just see him as a rotten salesman. The movie tries to tell us some of the victims' stories, yet it fails to build any coherent narrative to base the sense of compassion on. Eliza's daughter, Phoebe, is probably the most talking character I've seen lately. Why is she in the movie if she's supposed to be the Eliza's primary motivation and driver to hustle and commit crimes? Then why is she missing entirely, like 30% of the movie? When her mother makes it big time, we don't see how that success affects her personal life, which is supposed to be entirely about Eliza and Phoebe. We only see Phoebe reappear when the shit hits the fan, but by then you can't make any sense as to what state their relationship is in. Anyway, the movie ends with Eliza's quote-unquote heartfelt admittance of guilt in court and return to a normal, I guess, life, where she claims she misses the power and money, which is probably the final bullshit spit in the face of the viewer. You cannot have it two ways. Sometimes during this movie she claims to have conscience and genuinely feeling bad for what she's doing to the people, yet enjoying very much the fruits of her labor. Then she claims to love her daughter and save every penny for her surgery, yet clearly spends left, right and center, eventually running into money issues. And at the very end she claims she misses the money. Bull fucking shit. You know what, it's been nearly 3 years since I watched a Netflix original movie. It probably will be more before I watch another one. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you really do, subscribe and get notified whenever a new video goes up. I look forward to reading your opinions about the Payne Hustlers in the comment section, and do let me know if there is a movie you would like me to review. That is all I have to speak of today. Goodbye.